EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken
we got a late night. Let's get it. OD.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Robinson, he'll try the left side. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens at 13-3 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First down, they start out with a Abanikanda. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ritter off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
Again, 52 yards. And the Steelers first down.
One of them fucking games. Got to be one of them games.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down and 6. This will be caught by Brown. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 9th. Probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Callaway. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Ritter. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Ritter back to throw. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking deep here for Dobbs. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Romeo Dobbs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. The lead is now 10-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bro, it never fails, man. It never
The Steeler
fails.
offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw, Ritter. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now 2nd and 9. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. That's complete to Slayton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, this one that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Ritter now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Ritter to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulting in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Ritter will set up to throw it. Catch made by Slayton. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Going play action. Ritter. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, As he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now they're in the hurry up. Wilson will throw again. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Wilson. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Again, it's Robinson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ritter. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down, Steelers.
Ritter on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Ritter's throw taken in by Slayton.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good pick up the 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Devontae Adams, 35 yards. And the Ravens extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That's good for 28 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage. A little something extra in his repertoire.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
And this pass caught by Gray. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Abanikanda is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Ritter. Checking this down to Stevenson. Touchdown! Ramondre Stevenson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10. Ritter.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here comes second down.
Blue striker. Ultra.
Ritter looks to throw it. Finding Washington. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
Here's Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
White. Ready.
Now Ritter. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run knockout. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Black ultra.
A final shot now for Ritter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because